off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Hey, check out, street.
On second down, this is Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he finds Gronk. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. To throw on second down. Hooker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Off play action. Hooker. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They hand this off to Harris, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hooker. The left side completion to Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And it's caught. Touchdown. From Biletnikoff. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, Fields. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st down, it's Fields. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further for a loss of a couple. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got to a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. Second down at 6 now from the 42. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To the air again, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. For these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They snap it to Fields. Rolling to his right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Fields. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Now Fields. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets his...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Taylor, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And they're not
looking to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Fields buying time to his left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Now score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake. Hooker. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Fields on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jason Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
To try again after the sack.
Fields.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
looking to throw. Hooker. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a great return as he takes us out just shy of the 45. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about that.
And the clock will roll. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Harris running straight ahead. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He completes it to Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Hooker. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The pressure there is definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
And I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Washington. Xander Horvath. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And now the rookie's free. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A big connection on that one. 72 yards. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got
quite a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow. If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Off play action. Hooker. Harris has it over the middle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Hooker. Looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, big man with ball meant bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Hooker forced out to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Hooker. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hooker.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Gronkowski from a yard out.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. He's got Harrison left side complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A 1st down carry for Henry. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Got him in. It's Harrison complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I like what...
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Hooker. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, Hooker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Dancing to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw. Hooker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Operating from the gun. Hooker. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
A handoff, running left, Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that one. Who knows?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Actually able to punch this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Hooker, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hooker.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Running left, it's Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Badgley now to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson, 48 yards.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Wilson picked off by his former running mate, Richard Sherman. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight one-point game. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run it again with Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And he's got some space here. 36 yards on the play.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're going deep for Hill. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final.
Hey, Coach.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Peyton going to get it again on 2nd. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jones. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. And Too Tall Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 27 yards there, a first down. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jason Taylor, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Fields. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Jason Taylor. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
From the 50, here's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so
Going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie us at 33.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Hooker escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because
completions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw again. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Calvin Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And Too-Tall Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return, Hester. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Here's Hester open right side. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now a give. Running left is Harris.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first. Lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Hooker. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw. Hooker
setting up the screen. Harris.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD.
And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, Hooker.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 2-score game.
The kick by Carlson is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
The rookie picked off the rookie.
guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
He's got room past the 30, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Here's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
All eyes on Fields. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a